So this month was quite strange. There were so few entries in TV that we actually didn't judge TV this month, and there were not enough entries in digital either. So we didn't judge digital this month either. But in the categories that we did get to judge, it was extremes. You know, there were things that were worthy winners, and you could tell from the very beginning, and then there were things that probably had no business being there. It was interesting in that regard. So first in the print category was a campaign done by Davenport for the Endangered Wildlife Trust, for the endangered species, awareness of endangered species. The piece is called Taxidermy, Trudy, and Optometrist. You can always tell how good a piece is when the gap between that and what comes second is pretty big, and there was quite a significant gap. It just stood out. You know, it made all the other stuff look like people should have worked slightly harder on them. The art direction was you know, it wasn't anything that was completely new in the land of art direction, but it was done really well. And there was like, you know, attention to detail and just like a campaign that you enjoyed seeing above the rest of the stuff that was put across. So yeah. So first in the out-of-home category was a piece by Saatchi Cape Town for Tuffy, scented bin liners. Was the Tuffy truck. It was cool, you know. Out-of-home, it's amazing that out-of-home has actually started taking quite an interesting shape. You know, it stopped being just, you know, we're not just looking at billboards and street poles, but like I think that particular execution is one of those things that would have caught your eye. And would have it's one of those things that I think makes it made the category, it once again stood out in the category, made everything else look very average. But interestingly, the gap between that and what came second was not actually that big. But you know, the Tuffy truck was quite standout. It was really good. What won in radio is an ad from FCB Johannesburg. It's called Precognition. It's a really great piece. It's a great media piece as well. And the idea is really fresh. And it's one of those things that they make you go, I don't know why someone has not done that before. And it kind of speaks to the benefits of the product, but at the same time, just does it in a really clever way. And I think it's amazing. You know, we've always done radio well. By we, I don't just mean FCB, I mean South Africa. We've always done radio well, and it's amazing to see us. It's very encouraging to see us go in different directions and innovating in the land of radio. And I think it's one of those things that I think is probably going to do well at a lot of shows.
These Lexus commercials were strategically placed in between the commercials of unrelated brands during the same ad break. This is what the listeners heard.
We could spend the next couple of seconds trying to explain to you how the adaptive front lights on the Lexus LS work. But then we thought, why not show you? So, after this, you're going to hear a commercial from Lotto. It's about your ex winning millions. Heaven forbid. Lexus, the pursuit of perfection.
If you don't play the lotto this week, someone else will win. What if is your crazy ex-girlfriend? What if she uses the millions to buy your favorite pub and turn it into an aerobic studio? Where will you meet your friends to watch the game? You will be sad and depressed, and the place you would normally go when you are sad and depressed won't even be there anymore. I wouldn't shame.
If you don't play, someone else will win. Lotto. One day is one day. Play responsibly. Players must be 18 years or older to play or claim a prize.
See? Told you. The Lexus LS adaptive front lights project their beams around each bend, so you'll know what's coming your way before you even get there. Enjoy the next commercial from Old Mutual. It's about a chap called Quinton and his game farm. Lexus. The pursuit of perfection.
I've always seen myself owning a game lot when I retire. There's nothing more.